So today, we got two of the most powerful heroes in the DC universe going head to head. Superman, the Man of Steel, versus Martian Manhunter. So let's get started. Rocketed to Earth as an infant from the doomed planet Krypton, Kal-El was adopted by the loving Kent family and was raised in America's heartland as Clark Kent. Using his immense solar-fueled powers, he became Superman to defend mankind against all manner of threats while championing truth, justice in the American way. Now, Superman is arguably the strongest hero in the DC universe, and has performed some truly incredible feats of strength, even helping to move the entire Earth before, alongside Wonder Woman and Martian Manhunter. He's also held a miniature black hole in his hands, destroyed a moon, although he was knocked out by the force of the blast, and has beaten down Darkseid and Doomsday. Superman has the ability to move at faster than light speeds, and his top speed hasn't even really been calculated, but it is generally assumed that he is slower than the Flash. In battle, Clark can move so fast, which allows him time to dodge attacks and plan out his next course of action. He's able to land hundreds of strikes in just a few seconds, and his mind is just as fast too, allowing him to process and understand vast amounts of information almost instantaneously. Superman is one of the most durable beings in existence, able to withstand bullets, missiles, bombs, and other man-made weapons without a scratch. In fact, you're more likely to hurt yourself by punching Superman than actually hurting him. However, it's not impossible to injure the Man of Steel. Characters with super strength like Mongol, Despero, and Doomsday have injured Clark before, and he's also been hurt by powerful energy attacks. He has limitless stamina as long as he's exposed to yellow sun radiation, and his body also emits a gravitational field that enables him to defy gravity and fly at faster than light speeds. Kal-El has the ability to suck in large amounts of air into his lungs and to create strong gusts of wind with it. He's even able to control the temperature of which he expels his wind, which results in his freeze breath. Clark also has the ability to convert stored solar energy into beams of thermal energy, which can reach a temperature comparable to stars. Superman is a capable fighter and has a knowledge of boxing, brawling, and pressure points, but he's by no means an expert fighter, instead relying on his incredible powers to win the fight. And in the other corner of Martian Manhunter, decades ago, John Jones was teleported to Earth from Mars and was left stranded. Since then, he has used his extraordinary abilities to protect and serve the people of Earth. Martian Manhunter possesses powers and abilities that are common to all Martians, but he has routinely shown that he is the most powerful member of his race. He has superhuman strength on par with Superman and Wonder Woman, and he helped them to move the Earth before, like I said earlier, and he's able to increase his strength even more by growing in size. His durability allows him to take punches from foes like the Man of Steel and Despero, and just like with his strength, he can increase his invulnerability by altering his density to become super dense. He and other Martians have demonstrated speed that allows them to keep up with the Flash for a short period of time. He's also able to fly and maneuver at these great speeds as well. John has an incredible healing factor, and he can recover quickly from almost any injury. He's even shown that he can regenerate his entire body just from a severed arm. One of Martian Manhunter's more famous abilities is his shape-shifting power, which is where he can take on any shape that he wants. He can form himself into any object or organism alive, extinct, or imagined. He's able to grow multiple arms, can stretch his limbs however long he wants, and become immovable or flexible as he desires. He can grow to the size of buildings, and his shapeshifting is actually so great that it extends down to the chemical composition of his body, by the time where he turned his skin into a thick exoskeleton of human bone. Manhunter can lower his density in order to become intangible, and he often uses his power in combat in order to protect himself from an enemy's attack. He can also make himself become invisible, and this is a full-on invisibility, where he is not even detectable on the entire electromagnetic spectrum, and Superman hasn't even been able to see him before. John is the most powerful telepath on the planet, and is even able to affect Dr. Fate and the specter of his telepathy. He can create illusions, shut down people's minds, influence thoughts or mind control, or create mental shields. He's also able to shoot powerful blasts of sonic energy and create sonic shields. John also has Martian vision and Martian breath, which is similar to Superman's heat vision and freeze breath. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, in terms of physical abilities, I would say that they're fairly equal, But I give Superman the edge. He's just got more impressive feats and is slightly stronger, more durable, and faster. But then this isn't going to be just a physical fight, especially since Manhunter has so many additional powers. He's got his molecular manipulation, intangibility, invisibility, and shapeshifting, which could all be huge in this fight. I mean, John could just phase through all Superman's attacks and not even get hurt, or phase into Clark and injure him that way. Or Manhunter could also use his shapeshifting to increase his physical strength, or turn malleable, or shrink down and enter inside of Superman like he did with Wonder Woman during the Injustice storyline. Then, of course, there's his telepathic powers. Martian Manhunter is the most powerful telepath on the planet, and has affected the Spectre before, which cannot say enough because that is impressive. But here's the thing. Superman has shown great resistance to psychic attacks in the past, and he's even subconsciously resisted John before. It's actually kicked him out of his mind. So could Manhunter telepathically attack Clark? Oh yeah, he definitely could. But it won't really be easy or an instant win. Then in the other corner, Superman has his heat vision, and this could actually play a major role in this battle. You see, there are two races of Martians, green and white. But before that, way back when, like 20,000 years ago, something like that, there was a third race, the Burning Martians. These guys were at one point the dominant life form on Mars, and were barbaric, ruthless, and highly intelligent. The Guardians of the Universe saw their potential for chaos, and that they could destroy the universe if they ever figured out space travel. So they took it upon themselves to do a little genetic manipulation. They built into the Martians a weakness or phobia of fire, and so when they're exposed to fire, any Martian kind of shuts down. We even saw Superman's heat vision affect Manhunter in Injustice, and although I highly doubt it would actually hurt him that badly, and think that was a bit of a stretch by the writer, we can see that heat vision can affect Manhunter. So how do I see this fight playing out? Well, Superman is slightly physically superior, and I believe that he would win a purely physical fight. Martian Manhunter knows this as well, and so his first move will probably try and attack Superman telepathically. This might take a while for Manhunter to put Superman down permanently using a psychic attack because of Clark's strong telepathic resistance, but lucky for John, he is physically able to hang with Clark. He can also use his shapeshifting in order to launch more versatile attacks at Superman or simply increase his strength and durability. But then we gotta factor in Superman's heat vision. However, Martian Manhunter can turn intangible, and he's shown that he can phase through heat vision before, so if he plays it smart, then that might be a non-factor, or at least not enough to really defeat John. At the end of the day, I believe that Martian Manhunter just has too much power and versatility in an arsenal for Superman to handle here. I mean, Clark even said that John is the number one person he's scared to face in combat. Yeah, Superman's raw power and heat vision will allow him to get a couple of victories, but overall, I believe Martian Manhunter takes this one. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button for videos just like this one every single week.